Well, boys, today is tomorrow in Piratesoftware.
Is this nigga serious?
Yes, this man is back in the news. I'm gonna be honest here, he should have never roached out. I'm gonna be honest, all this started over some damn World of Warcraft. This man is getting exposed over World of Warcraft. Imagine you had this spotless reputation, boys. You had some demons in the closet, right? But you have this spotless reputation. And then you accidentally stepped on the puppy's tail, right? Accident. When you say accident, you didn't see the puppy at all. And then everyone's just like, did you know that man groomed a child? Bruh, imagine going throughout your whole entire career, perfect, spotless. As soon as you accidentally stepped on a puppy's tail, yo, you saw that man groomed a child, and he also does shady business practices that can be potentially illegal? All over a misunderstanding. Don't get me wrong, after he stepped on the puppy's tail, the man did go down the rabbit hole of, actually, I was in the right for stepping on the puppy's tail. You know what, I should probably kick the puppy, actually. You guys, actually, if I kick the puppy, everyone would love me more than you, so, none of that boo-boo. But let's all be honest here. All this man had to do was say, I'm sorry. And this whole thing would have been over with. But now this man is getting exposed. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the allegations that are in this video today are very damning. I mean, very damning. And obviously, we already know that Thor is not gonna respond to any of them, alright? It doesn't matter that, people are gonna be talking about this forever. This man's gonna be sitting there like, why would I watch the video exposing me for my horrible business practices and abuse of minors? Whenever the video only has 1 million views. Talk to me when it has 10 million views, and then I'll deny it in some other way. Now, the information that we're going to be looking over today is coming from Wacky Wild World of Lacking. This man has basically went over Piratesoftware's past, and when I mean past, I mean before he became Deep Voice Piratesoftware, talking like this, talking about how much of a intellectual he is and how good he is at solving everything. He's a puzzle-minded man. Alright, he always has a puzzle in his mind that he's solving. He can solve a puzzle within 2 minutes. You guys saw how he played Animal well? As soon as he steps in the room, he already solves the puzzle. Definitely didn't Google it at all. But yeah, basically this man was documenting his past life. And let me just let you guys know, if you guys think Thor is an asshole now, that boy was scamming. Alright, that boy was scamming. If cryptocurrencies and NFTs were hot back then, whenever that boy was just coming up, whenever he was like 21, 22, he would be all over them. If he didn't have a channel with the size he does now, making the amount of money he is now, that boy would be scamming with them currencies. Let me tell you. That boy would be in heaven with them damn cryptocurrencies. He'll be talking to you about some damn MetaMask, Binance, all that bullshit, trying to get you to buy his shit coin. So the first thing that Triple WL went over is basically this man, Piratesoftware, running away from his past of being a furry. Already bad enough. All right, boys, I'm just right there. The gallows. All right, lead him to them. But running away from his past of being a furry that basically was on Second Life selling sexy little costumes that was made by a 16-year-old. This man had a 16-year-old making little sexy costumes for people on Second Life. Oh my god, and he would sell them for real life money, by the way. And we're gonna get into it later, but it seemed like he also scammed the 16-year-old out of well-earned money that they, deserve.
Piratesoftware used to go by the alias Moldavius Fig Tree. This is his earliest confirmed online presence. He's got a pattern of striking down anyone who uses this name, so if you see that my channel's gone, that's why. Feel free to subscribe to my other channel, it'll be in the description, youtube.com/@lackingxl. Under this alias, Piratesoftware was very active in the Second Life/furry community.
Alright boys, I'm gonna be honest here, we gonna have to hit this man with some charges. What the f is a Moldavius Fig Tree? Motherfucker named himself Moldavius. Alright, he thought of that and said yes, and now I have to add my signature last name to it. Fig Tree. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, Thor, how did you do it? He's like jerking himself off to the damn name. Thor, you came up with a great name. Moldavius Fig Tree. I understand the early 2000s, a lot of people had some really whack names, but XXX Bullet Boy 33. Don't look that up on the PlayStation Network. Definitely wasn't my old one. But damn, Bullet Boy was better than that. At least it had made sense. Motherfucker, what is a Moldavius? I'm sitting here thinking to myself, is this man casting spells? Am I like about to summon a demon, right? By saying this name? Am I about to summon some annoying coding demon? Oh, you've summoned me now. I get to type on your computer forever. I get to use your computer as a damn server. I'm gonna host myself a robot server up there. Yeah, I get to steal some of your computer resources now. That's the demon that this man will be summoning with the name of Moldavius Fig Tree. But in Second Life, Moldavius Fig Tree, the devious little demon himself, was doing the exact same things he's doing now as a grown man on a video game again. This man still is doing this behavior whenever he was at 21, and he's now, just let you guys know, you guys think, oh no, Thor is quite the young whippersnapper, right? He can always grow up. No, the man's 37. He's about damn near 40. If you think this 37-year-old man is not going to continue his old ways of manipulating people and trying to get people to fight amongst each other, something that he was trying to do with OnlyFans, and something he was trying to do whenever he said, well, if you guys cover this drama, then no one's going to want to work with you, and that's not my fault at all, right? OnlyFans guys, before they kicked him because they were like, this guy's trying to manipulate us, isn't it? It was like, yeah, he's trying to manipulate. Get the fuck out of here. This man is a manipulator through and through. And let's all be honest here, he has shown and proven to us that he has not changed his ways at all since, his early days on the internet.
He was known for many things in this community, most prominent of which was harassing users and turning them against each other to take their communities over, as well as scamming a 16-year-old girl out of money and then reporting her for being underage, despite knowing that at the time that she was making sexually charged avatars for him. Part of the claim is he fired her because she wasn't working, which would lead me to believe that the underage thing wasn't that much of a problem for him, but we'll go over those logs later. He also has a shop where you can see his over 100 fursuits for sale in-game, as well as a replica of his ferret fursona.
Oh, hell no. Why does that look exactly like him? Dirt, grime, hair, rat and all. Rat face and all. This man is devious. He did that to himself. Chat, he made himself look this ugly. He did it to himself. I could not think of a more devious image to show and be like, Thor, this is your whole entire personality in one image. He is this. He's a rat that will scam and swindle you at any turn.
In an attempt to run away from his tarnished reputation and past, he's abused report and DMCA functions like EDP abuses cupcakes. Now, coming from a guy named Piratesoftware, it's a bit ironic. Now, the first incident dates all the way back to 2007 to the Woodbury University region, which was removed by admins of Second Life after Piratesoftware completely trashed the realm. So I think trolling, griefing, all that's fun, it's cool. Griefing's a little iffy, trolling's great. But the problem is when you are basically destroying a piece of history, a historical landmark that is being engraved in virtual form, it's like graffitiing Wikipedia articles.
So basically, Piratesoftware was doing all this stuff in Second Life, and then he got himself a nice little following on the internet. He was like, oh my god. This man cringed at whenever he looked at it. He said, oh, that was me? Ooh, Moldavius, what was I doing? I'm Pirates. Oh, I can't be named Moldavius. That's cringe. They'll never respect me if they know me as Moldavius. I can't believe I would name myself that. I gotta send the leaves there. Yeah, take it down. Take it down. No, Pirate, please. We've all worked on this. No. Please, Pirate, don't DM say. That's right, take it down. Little bitch, how dare you keep up history in the game just because I find my old self cringe. How could you do this to me, Moldavius? Oh, how could you do it to the old fig tree? You know me, Big M. You know what I do out there in them damn Second Life streets. You don't want Moldavius fig tree walking down them streets. You already know I'm about to fuck it up. I gotta come back in there. Take it down.
Now, I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I do think some things are pertinent. So I'm not going to read all of this because I don't think all of it is pertinent. But the gist of it is that basically, He took over the Woodbury University with his group and used it to plan raids and grief the entire thing. Now, it was so bad that Linden Labs had to completely delete the realm. Here, the real-life Woodbury University has been barred from having any official representation in Second Life since July of 2007, when the original Woodbury University region was first trashed by Intliber, Brodigan employee, Moldavia's Fig Tree, and then completely destroyed less than a week later by Linden Lab itself. Linden Lab deleted the region and most of its users due to its use of a headquarters for planning and executing grid raids by now inactive griefing groups known as Patriotic Nigris. So yeah, I'd say pretty shitty. The first thing that you do as a notable member of the community is trash essentially what is historical preservation. And you want to know the reason he did it? He did it because he was kicked off the project. But it doesn't stop there.
You're telling me this little antisocial gremlin didn't stop at that? You telling me he didn't realize, oh my god, my life is going nowhere. What am I doing with my life? What is wrong with me? Why did I do that? This man didn't wake up from the damn Green Goblin mask and think, oh my god, Moldavia's Fig Tree did all this. I'm Jason Thor. Jason Thor would never do that. Now, Moldavia's Fig Tree still, besmirching the good Piratesoftware name. Alright, there was some article written on him, and he's gonna go over it, about how this man basically fired a very young lady, alright, very young girl from, his design team. And what was she designing? Sexy furry outfits. Yep, for some reason this man was getting a 16-year-old to design sexy furry outfits for him, and he fired her because she wasn't quote-unquote working enough. I don't know about you. Maybe a 16-year-old probably should be, I don't know, working at the virtual equivalent of Hooters. I'm just saying, a 7-Eleven would be nice, get a nice little work ethic in there. A Family Dollar, a Dollar General, a Walmart maybe. A part-time job at a nice fancy restaurant, not Hooters.
Moldavia's Fig Tree, notorious for having destroyed builds in the Woodbury University sim last summer, is in the news again this week after controversial firing of avatar designer Wingless Emoto. According to reliable sources, Fig Tree held a suspiciously timed staff meeting last Friday morning, a meeting timed for when Wingless Emoto would be asleep and therefore unable to attend. During this meeting, it was determined that the talented avatar creator Emoto was earning too much and should therefore be removed from staff. The terms of service for Fig Tree's company, Darksphere Creations, were then conveniently changed and Miss Emoto was removed from her position, all before she awoke to the news.
Damn, you think this man is just... Damn, you really thought you knew a man, alright? I thought, oh man, he can't be that bad of a person, right? All he does is just DMCA, claim people. He just has, soft skin, alright? He's not rough around the edges, alright? He's been very much baby throughout his life. He's a Nepo High-Rep Blizzard. Alright, that's whatever. You're telling me this man was out here scamming 16-year-old little girls out of money that they do deserve because they work for his company? Just saying, if I do my work and I turn it in, I don't want to hear I'm getting paid too much. If we agreed on a price, shut the fuck up. I'm not getting paid too much. I'm getting paid the price we agreed on. Like, that makes no sense. You're the person that comes up with the price. You're the one that owns the company. Something tells me you were the person that was like, hey, person, how much do you want to work for us? That much? All right. Don't be like, oh, now they're getting paid too much. What? That makes no sense. You're the one with all the power here.
She was also accused of sitting on her ass, despite the fact that she was unable to work for a short period of time due to technical malfunctions. Her remaining avatars and creations continued to sell well throughout this period, generating significant real-life money for the company. Now that Wingless is gone, Moldavia's Fig Tree is continuing to sell her avatars and refuses to return her creations and has ceased paying her commission that they had agreed upon.
That has to be the shittest thing known to man. She made enough actual things for Moldavia's Fig Tree, not, Jason Thor, alright? Jason Thor is a different person, two different people, alright? We're talking about Moldavia's Fig Tree here. Moldavia's Fig Tree is a piece of shit, alright? He he gets a little girl to work for him. She does great work, alright? If it sells, that means she's doing some damn good work. If it continues to sell, she has some technical issues. That's fine. Your work is selling. That's fine. You should be able to get paid commission if that's what, you are paid for. And royalties for your stuff if that's what you guys agreed to. Now, this man did all that, realized, alright, I'm paying this girl way too much because now the percentages are looking a little off because instead of me being able to have all $1,000 to get a month to myself, I gotta pay her, what, 400, 200? Wait, let's all be honest, that's a little high. $60. I gotta pay her $60 after she did all this work. Ew, gross. I can just fire her and give her none of her commissions and none of her royalties. But you know, that's the Moldavia's fig tree way, alright, boys? That boy is a scammer. And I'm pretty sure Jason Thor Hall would 100% agree that Moldavia's fig tree is a piece of shit. Now, boys, if you thought, alright, straight, that's just an article. There's like no proof that this woman's underage. Nope. They got the logs. They were able to pull the damn logs. Brother, the man's cooked. He's out here talking to a minor about, hey, can you make more sexually explicit avatars for people on Second Life? You know, that degenerate gang. Brother, you're cooked. Alright, you're cooked. Why are you hiring minors to make sexually explicit avatars? If they were just regular avatars, alright. Sexually explicit ones. Brother, put a damn shirt on it, alright, and you'll be good. That's all you need to do. Put a damn shirt on it, but for some reason he couldn't do that. He couldn't have the regular avatars. They had to make sure that they were sexually explicit.
Keep in mind this girl is underage, and this whole conversation is about her not producing enough sexually explicit avatars. She says, I made a druid named Peniscock. Moldavius says, cool, I ran the company while you sat on your ass. Wingless says, keep up the good work then, I intend to continue sitting on my ass. I'm far too cheap to buy a new tablet right now, so that would be referring to the technical issues she was having. Moldavia says, you're an ass, you really are, you don't give a shit about this anymore, do you? You realize everyone else in the company is telling me just to drop your ass right now, even Greiler. Now, the veracity of these claims is suspect at best, given his track record at lying, but Wingless says, did I really in the first place? Money is nice and all, but mostly I build because I like doing it. So, keep in mind, this is the conversation for why he fired her. She was having problems with a tablet, and she couldn't afford to replace it. You know, with all the money he was making, he probably could have bought it for her, especially considering she was underage at the time, so this was likely her only source of income. While Mr. Piratesoftware was raking in most of the money as a 21-year-old making snide comments about how she's not working enough when she's having technical issues, which I'd say she's handling very maturely, by the way, for the most part, considering her age. But the other thing to note is this conversation is insane, considering the fact that she worked solely on commission. It wasn't like he was draining away money, paying her a salary, or paying her by the hour or anything like that. She was literally only getting paid for the things she already made and got sold, which Piratesoftware takes a cut of. But the even more funny thing is that these are the logs he leaked. Now let's get into the other logs that were leaked.
I think this shows how just stupid this man is. Just how dumb are you? Like, how dumb are you to think, oh man, these logs I leaked, I look so good in these logs. I got her cussing and everything after I just cussed at her. Oh my god, boys, I look so good in these. You look trash in these logs, and then you're telling me someone else leaked logs that were even worse? This man is out here leaking logs where he looks like an asshole. He's speaking to a child like this, a child that he quote-unquote employs, that he's scamming. Like, this man, dude, you can't get more stupid than this. This avatar for someone or whatever is very much representative of who this man is, alright? This is 1-to-1 accurate to who he is in real life.
Keep in mind, up to this point, he did not reveal she was underage. This is a conversation he had in a group chat. I don't know why he didn't expect this to be leaked. A Moldavia's Fig Tree, aka Piratesoftware, says, I fired her. She didn't work for 2 months, missed meetings because she was playing WoW and are too lazy to come. I then freaked out when I said I would be paying her on Fridays instead of point of sale due to tax complications, since I have to report all this income for taxes. That reasoning doesn't make any sense, but I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt here, against my better judgment. Alex says she got in one little fight and her mom got scared and said, you're moving in with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air. Moldavius posts those logs, like a small snippet of that conversation, which is completely out of context, as you can see by the logs we read, with her reasoning given. Then Moldavius says, things like this is why she's gone. Another user chimes in, dang, business is gangsta at Darksphere. Moldavius says, read what I just put up, Risfin? I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, alright? She's also underage, so I've reported her. I know this because I met her IRL. She lives 2 hours from me, so that's what happened.
Hello, 911. I need to report a crime. This man is in 4K admitting to meeting up with a 16-year-old whenever he was 21. I can't believe this shit. I can't believe this shit. I need to know. He doesn't get into it in the video. I don't know if there's any more logs that got leaked, but what happened whenever y'all met up? What was the meetup about? Were you guys like trading business secrets? Were you guys, I don't know, cussing at each other still? You know, you had to duke it out in real life, which is also a crime. You can't punch minors, I'm pretty sure. That's abuse of a minor, unless they hate you first, obviously. Like, what was going on there? Pirate, we got to get a little context here. Where were you meeting her in real life for? Sir, no, sit down. EDP, sit down.
Let's just put this into perspective. He runs a business called Darksphere where he's making sexually charged avatars, or rather, he is getting other people to make the avatars for him, and then he's selling it on their behalf, taking a cut of it, and then arguing with them when they're not working enough. And in this business, he employed someone he knew was underaged, withheld money from her after she was fired, yet he still continued to sell her avatars, and then apparently at some point he met her in real life. Now the graffiti thing, he's young, he was 21 at the time, okay, fuck it, you know. I would be able to look past that if he'd shown any signs of changing his behavior, but it seems like he's doing the exact same things he was back then today, but this is just weird. I don't know what else to say about that. I mean, obviously, you shouldn't have a minor making sexually explicit avatars for you. You shouldn't be scamming them. But the meeting her in real life really just doesn't sit right with me.
It don't sit right with none of us boys. Even if the man does live in Washington where the age of consent is 16. That's forbidden knowledge. You ain't allowed to know that. The real question is, why did you meet up with her? We're just asking, Pirate, all right? It doesn't have to be a nefarious purpose, but, you know, why did you meet up with her? Well, did you guys do a nice little art meetup? You guys are playing a little trading card game where you guys are just, you know, I don't know, on the PSP. I'm pretty sure this took place in 2007, around there. So, you know, the PSP was pretty popular then. Where you guys, was it actually? When did the PSP come out? Yeah, all right, I'm right. It came out in 2004. So, yeah, the PSP was pretty popular back then. I was like, I'm pretty sure I had one around that time.
So we made a response to this, but it didn't really address anything substantive, like the fact that she was making sexual avatars. But what he did do is completely lie about the fact that he fired her in this excerpt here, which is just blatantly false given the other logs we have. Not to mention the fact that he says he reported her afterwards, despite knowing she was underage before, and only seemingly reported her out of the fact that he was mad that she didn't work enough, which is just bottom of the barrel scumbag behavior. Either it's okay for her to be there, or it's not okay for her to be there because she's underage, in which case, why are you using her as a worker knowing she's underage and only reporting her after the fact? And then he tries to pretend that she was 17 instead of 16, and that he was 19 instead of 21, even though we know that's not true. And then he said, we made up, which doesn't mean anything. I would never look to a victim to see if what the person did to them is okay. There are plenty of women who, even on the extreme ends, have been sexually assaulted who would say, oh no, it's okay, it's fine, we made up. That doesn't make what he did okay. And also, just want to point out, where's the money, Thor? Okay, you're making big streaming bucks now. Where's the money? I want hashtag where's the money trending on Twitter. Okay, where's the money, Thor?
It's in his little coffers, all right. You already know how Moldavius is. He hoards his gold coins like the little rat he is. He isn't getting back that money. We're going to need to ask where it is. We know where it is. It's in his bank account. It's right there. We know where it is. But boys, go watch this man video. Obviously, link in the description. But, you know, still, it's kind of scummy that this man, Thor, is out here scamming little girls and then reporting them and getting them banned as soon as it's over, all right? You called me out. I can't believe it. You called me out. You get reported, get banned. You can't play the game anymore. Bye-bye. But I guess that's slightly better than what League of Legends is doing to all of its players. League of Legends is just scamming all their players now. Click this video to find out how is Riot Games doing this, because they're doing some fuck shit right now. But other than that, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.